Good evening, viewers of JTV. Welcome to another edition of Speak Your Mind. My name is John Lewis, and I'm the host for the moment. And I have with me a number of young men and women who are representing one of our local carriers, telecom carriers, and the British Virgin Islands. It is my pleasure to introduce to you Mr. Jason Edwin, and I would like you to introduce the two guests that we have with us this evening. Go ahead.
Good evening. Like you said, my name is Jason Edwin. I'm brand ambassador and coach for the Digicel Jumpstart. To my left, I have finalists Demoy Bradley out of Virgin Gorda and Michaela Pickering.
Michaela. Okay, what is the Digital Jumpstart program for those of us who don't know about it or who may not have been following it? Tell us exactly what this program is about, what it's designed to do, and how in the future our young men and women can benefit from the program.
Well, the Digicel Jumpstart program is a grassroots program designed for obviously basketball.
Mm-hmm.
It is designed to develop the youth, fundamental skills, training in terms of just overall life skills, fundamentals of the game, passing, shooting, and going on to camps and clinics and other experience. They will be prepped and ready. So it's just designed to
give them an experience.
Yep, to develop their skills and life skills.
Okay, great. When the Digicel NBA Jumpstart program end? We know it started, we know it's ended. What is it you expect of these young men and women?
Well, basically to just enjoy the experience. It's the final thing that they have in store is called the NBA experience.
Mm-hmm.
So when they go, they'll be able to, be trained by professional coaches, be exposed to, other aspects to the game in terms of just preparing for the game on and off the court, etc.
Okay, we know they play basketball. Is this program designed in any way to whet the appetite to the bigger picture? And what if they really don't want to get to that next step, but they just want to enjoy the experience for the moment?
Well, we want to obviously, inspire them to shoot for the stars. So, if they decide to do something else, they'll be, in the atmosphere, so to speak. But I'm sure, working with these, these young people, I know that, one day they have, aspirations to be playing on the highest level, that's the NBA, but we want to show them there's different stages to get into that plateau that you can't overlook.
Let me tease this young lady now who's afraid of us. What is your experience and what do you hope to really get out of this?
Well, I hope to learn more discipline.
No, don't be afraid. Talk to Demoy. Pretend you're talking to Demoy, and or the other young lady that you meet in your class, who has not had your experience. What are you going to tell her that will inspire her to be like you?
Well, I hope to learn more discipline. I hope to learn more dribbling, more stuff that I didn't really know how to do. I hope to learn.
Now, besides dribbling and doing the basketball activities, what about the schoolwork? Are you on top of that? Is that important in your next step?
Yes, it is.
So how are you doing in school now?
Good.
How about better? Now, ladies and gentlemen, we have these young men and women with us. At some point, we will open telephone lines and you can call in and ask some questions, and hopefully they will answer. Mr. Bradley now, I've known you for a number of years, and it's good to see that you're at this stage. How has basketball and the program disciplined you?
Well, waking up early every morning and having to go practice after school every day, it just changed my mindset towards everything. So, I'm just a new boy and more disciplined now.
Does it mean that your grades have to be better in school?
Well, my grades right now are exceptional.
They are.
But-
Congratulations. I've always known you to be a smart, precocious young man. But at this point, is basketball what you really want to do?
Yes.
Yes. Now, what do you now have to do if you want to get to the next level?
I just have to do what I'm doing now. Just keep practicing and keep my grades up and what's not.
Okay. Now, some months ago, there was a program here, and I saw young men and women from all over the Caribbean. Mr. Edwin, what are these countries who participated in the program, and what happens now? Do they meet at some point in the United States for the bigger experience or not?
Yeah, well, all the countries obviously going to combine for this experience to form one team. So the boys who got selected will come together and form one team, and they'll play against prep school in New Jersey called Rutgers Prep, and also the girls would combine together and form another team that will play the female team that goes to Rutgers Prep as well.
Okay. What is the extended program like? What happens after this?
It's a multi-year program that's in place. The coaches will come back every year to obviously assess, the talent, because every year, what little do they know, they're in a data bank that the NBA has. So every year when they come back, they assess the names, and the coaches remember, what they grade they gave the participants in the year before, and come back the following year hoping to see some type of an improvement.
Okay. Well, we're looking at a clip. We were just looking at a clip of some of the things that they were doing. What will Digicel NBA US experience include? Now you can answer that, can't you? Yes, you. What will this experience include? Have you been told what's expected of you once you travel to New Jersey?
Yes.
So what's expected of you?
Good behavior.
What else?
No drugs, no alcohol.
Okay. No drugs, no alcohol. So we're
Respect.
talking about a clean life. Good. Mr. Edwin,
Yeah.
where and when did Digicel NBA Elite Camp take place?
Where and when?
Where and when?
It was multi-purpose complex.
Complex. Mm-hmm.
It was in September. October. Sorry about that. October. We were fortunate to host the finalists on home soil, so that was a big deal on our part. The year before it was in Trinidad, and based on the year before how we ran everything, the NBA was impressed, and they offered us the opportunity to host the elite part of the camp, and they were pleased and they were overwhelmed by not just our talent, but how the brand here, Digicel, conduct themselves in terms of initiatives they support.
Is it safe to say we always exceed the expectations?
Like always, anything the BVI is involved in, you know, we go above and beyond to
No.
be the best host.
Who will be traveling to the US for the Digicel NBA experience? I think you have some 63 people or just 13 people?
I'm not
From-
sure in terms of from all other markets, but from our market, it's about 6 of us traveling,
6 of us,
chaperones
okay.
and players.
Okay, so who is your chaperone going to be?
Mr. Jason Evans,
He's your coach or your chaperone?
both.
Both. Because in my former experience, when we have young ladies, you'll have young women, you'll have a female chaperone to make sure the young ladies do what they're supposed to do. But anyhow, I guess it's part of the experience too.
Last year, I was a part of the experience as well, going to New York, and last year was with Demoy and Malachi, and they were a little more outgoing than our finalists now. But just to watch them, you know, mature during that process, and I'm looking forward to see this bunch mature during this process, going through the interviews now, going to the radio show, just, you know, being in New York, seeing what everything is about, being a young adult. When they come back, I'm gonna just, you know, look back and say, you know what, or come back and ask them, you know what, was it worth it? And I'm sure they're gonna be like, yes, and they could come back on the show and tell you a whole list of things and not be so, you know.
Because what we're doing tonight and what you did the other night on radio is part of what's going to be expected of you. And perhaps you need to get out your shell just a little. And don't be afraid to talk and pretend that you're talking to your girlfriend. And you just explain to your girlfriend exactly what it is you're doing. Now, so when do you go off to New Jersey?
New York,
New York, New Jersey.
6th of December.
Do you realize that you wouldn't be wearing your nice sneakers or your short sleeve shirt? Are you prepared for the experience?
I'm prepared for the experience, not the cold.
Okay, are you prepared? Are you preparing for the cold?
Buying clothes,
You're buying clothes. Okay. All right. What kind of clothes you will be buying?
coats, jackets,
Okay.
sweatpants.
Sweatpants. Good. Now, what are some of the other countries that you have interacted with? Either of you can answer. You had young men and women from the other Caribbean islands. Who impressed you most? Des Moines.
Me?
Yeah, come on.
Well, there was just one boy from Trinidad that was just bigger and more athletic than everybody else. And when I saw him play, I know I had to really work hard.
You had to work hard.
Yeah, to
Now,
reach where I am now.
When you look at your little frame, do you realize that you may have to do something about it? I'm sure Jason has given you a menu or a diet. Do you have a diet that you need to start looking at?
Not yet, but I'm gonna look into it.
How about weightlifting so that you can get stronger?
Yeah, all that's gonna come into place soon.
How about swimming? You still swim?
Yeah,
You still run?
no. But I swim every weekend.
Every weekend?
Yeah.
Okay. Maybe you may have to start swimming every day. Because when I look at even the smallest players at the high school level in the States, those guys are huge. And if you have to post up against them, I mean, he puts a shoulder on you and you're nowhere on the court, unless you're depending on your speed.
Sorry?
Well, when you get to an interview session on the States, you have to pay attention. You have to be prepared to pay attention and answer the question as asked. Now, having harassed you, tell us something that the other guy in North Sound or the other guy in South Sound will say, okay, I saw you on television and you said something that was inspiring. What would that inspirational part of it be?
I don't understand the question.
Okay. What inspired you to want to go to the next step? Okay, so there was a call, you answered the call, you participated in all of these activities. What was special about that invitation for you to participate?
Because I never used to get called for anything, and when I got that call to come to the camp, I was shocked, and I just said I'm gonna make the most of the opportunity.
Why were you called? Why were you invited? Is it because you were doing something that caught somebody's attention?
Well, I was practicing for the BVI team before, so I guess that's why I was.
Do you participate in the team in Virgin Gorda?
Yes, but we were thrown out of the playoffs last week.
Okay, what about you? What inspired you? Wake up.
What inspired me to go to the camp?
Yes.
I wasn't actually going to go, but I was on the basketball court and my friends was actually begging me to come. So then I showed up, made the best of the opportunity, got selected.
And what was your feeling when you were told you were selected? Did you jump for joy?
Not physically, but yeah.
Did you pick up the phone and call home and say, Mommy, Daddy?
Yeah, as we reached the hotel, I called my mom and I called my aunt.
And what was their reaction?
They were excited, more than me.
More than you. Okay. All right. We will take a break, Jason, and when we come back, we will talk to the other young Digicel Jumpstart youth basketball program. So we'll take a break, and when we come back, we'll have more for you from these young men and women of the Virgin Islands.
Last left turn, you know.
Reggie, the directions I got to go straight.
Oh, you go and tell me about them stupid directions when the map is right here.
Let me see the map. Let me see the map, man.
So now you want to see the map?
Give me the map, man.
Alright.
No, we passed there so already.
Oh.
Make a right, go 100 meters, and that's the destination.
Having Digicel data is like having the fastest man in the world save you from getting lost. Start using Digicel data today. Digicel.
The first player selected, representing BVI, Shalikwa Fahid. Shalikwa. The second player selected, representing BVI, Michaela Pickering. Next player selected from BVI, Demoy Bradley. And the final selection from BVI, Omar Walker. Congratulations, Team Digicel NBA Jumpstart, on your selection
Okay, we're
for the
back.
New York experience.
And joining the coach and chaperone, we have Miss Shalikwa, interesting name, and we also have Katasha Melville. Now, Katasha is the PR and sponsorship manager,
Executive.
for Digicel.
Yes.
Now, throughout this entire process, what has your role been?
Well, I came into the very last end of the program because I was on extended leave. So I just came for the when they had the elite camp. That's when I came in. But I had more involvement after the camp ended. So in actuality, I only get to know the players after the camp ended because I was just there for the last leg of it. But I was a part of the Digicel Jumpstart program last year, so I'm quite familiar with the program, the partnership, and it's quite fantastic. So we're very excited to have it this year again.
What are the benefits of your company getting involved in this program? Why was there the need for you to do this, and what do you expect to get out of it as a company?
Oh, well, last year, our CEO at that time, Mr. Connor Looney, from the time he heard the program was available to our territory through the partnership with the NBA, we were the first market to say we want that program here because we know how important that program is to the BVI. We know how big basketball is to the BVI. And we must say, having had the program last year, we have seen a tremendous return on our investment. And why I say that is because we had 5 boys last year, 5 boys from the elite camp went down to Trinidad to represent the BVI. And then there were 5 finalists chosen out of about 6 markets. And we had 2 boys who went off to the elite camp. And that was Demoy Hodge. We had Malachi Payne. They went off to the elite camp to, the US experience. But 4 out of the 5 boys who went to Trinidad, 4 of them are now studying in the US and pursuing basketball at a higher level. So because of that, that is a tremendous return on our investment. And the one who didn't make it to go study in the US, he joined the program again this year. And now he's a finalist who's going off to the US for the US experience. So
it
we're
means
impressed.
that monkey see, monkey do. Right?
We are totally impressed. We have...
Okay.
Yeah.
Now, Shalikwa, you don't have to look at me like that. You're too far away for me to touch or pinch. Oh, look at her. What is your impression of the program and what do you hope to get out of it?
I hope to get better skill training, more discipline, more experience in basketball, and
Besides basketball, what else do you do? What else would you like to do?
what I do anything I like.
So what do you like to do? You play volleyball?
Yeah, play volleyball. No soccer. I want to start to play softball.
Softball? Are all of these activities part of your hand-eye coordination to build different parts of your body? Do you swim? Do you jog?
No, I don't swim. I don't jump.
What do you do for exercise?
Run.
Run?
Run the court.
Run the court?
Yes.
Okay. And how quickly do you get from one end of the court to the next?
I would say like in 8 seconds.
How many seconds?
8.
8 seconds? That's pretty quick. Well, you have long legs, so I expect you to just try it from one end to the next. Now, how has your experience been with Jason as your coach? Is he hard on you? Does he expect you to do the same things that he puts the young men through?
He's not hard on me.
He's not hard on you?
No.
Why not?
I don't know.
Huh?
I don't know.
Because you know what you have to do.
Yes.
And you do those things which are necessary.
Sometime.
Sometimes. Well, in this world of basketball, you do as the coach says. I hope you realize that.
Yes.
Okay. Now, Jason, what do you expect of this young lady when she's tall, she's physically big? Do you expect her to play a forward, guard, what?
Like she said earlier, like whatever she put her mind to, she could accomplish that. And I think my job as a coach slash former player for the time is to help them understand long-term athlete development. You can't become the best player overnight. It's a process.
Takes time.
Don't get frustrated along that way. These the Jumpstart experience, practicing, putting in countless hours every day, every week, is going to pay off in the end. And my job is to obviously keep encouraging them and let them know, hey, listen, keep going. You're going to have little bumps and bruises along the way. You're going to have little, obstacles. You're going to have some sweet times like when you go into the Jumpstart experience now in the U.S. Don't take that for granted. Don't get complacent. Don't think that you have,
You have arrived.
You have arrived. Come back and stay on the grind because there's, a long, 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 long way to go still.
Now, how do you now mold the latest basketball program and the young men's basketball program? I know there is a basketball association, but how does Digicel stay involved? Is Digicel prepared to, for example, sponsor the basketball league or a basketball team?
Okay, well, at present, our focus is on the grassroots level and focusing on offering the program. Anything is up for grabs with Digicel. If the opportunity is there, Digicel, may enter into that. But as you know, we're involved in a lot of other sports as well. We're involved in football as well. So there's potential there for Digicel to get more involved on a local level.
Okay. In other sporting areas, I know in cricket and soccer, there are now professional leagues popping up throughout the Caribbean, like St. Kitts, Antigua, Barbados. They have professional leagues. Is there any room for a professional league in the Virgin Islands? Jason, and then perhaps...
Yeah, eventually, but obviously preparing, our youngsters for the future is, starts at the grassroots level. You want to make sure you have a solid foundation first where the athletes that whatever sport they are part of, they understand, the basic fundamentals of the game, the discipline behind each sport. You're just not going out and playing, and you have to obviously, like you were saying earlier, listen to the coach, train, be punctual, just be that overall better athlete is what we want to focus on right now. And then eventually, once you have everything in place, the professional leagues and so forth going.
I'm concerned about the next step. We now have the grassroots program. But is it possible that without the input of a company like yours, that grassroots stops at the grassroots? Because if there isn't the means by which they can continue, is it possible that all of your efforts could be...
Well, I don't think our efforts would be in vain, not at all, but I think it would be more on the local level in terms of the Basketball Association and them to take advantage of what Digicel is doing, because Digicel is not only empowering the young players, but also the coaches as well. They're learning the skills and the fundamental of training the youth. So it's really something that can be built on. So it would have to be done at a more of a local level, and then Digicel can then support that initiative.
So Ms. Foy, beyond basketball, what are your academic plans?
I haven't think about that yet.
You haven't thought about it?
No.
Ooh, okay, so you have the basketball skills. How is basketball going to help you to the next level? And I'm also concerned about your physical and your professional abilities, but fundamental to all of this is the academics. Is it time for you to think about what you do with the skills you have? How can you translate those skills into a degree that's marketable?
It is time for me to think, but I don't know.
Perhaps this is the time for you to talk to your coach.
Yeah, I could obviously piggyback on the question and kind of like shine a light on part of the experience. Last year we went to the NBA office, and they showed us, you know, all the stuff that goes on behind the scenes. That, you know, the operation that when you look on your TV screen, you're seeing the game, but all of the stuff that goes in behind, you know, to getting the players out there, the prepping of the arenas, you know, the travel plan, they won't get to see all that. So they would obviously see like, hey, listen, I'm gonna use basketball to get me to that point where I could transfer now and work maybe for the NBA, maybe not with jersey and shorts, but a shirt and tie.
Yeah.
So they'll expose them to all that information when they take the tour. So, like I said, when they come back, the experience gonna be overwhelming for them. That they'll, you know, obviously have, you know, a focus on what now they could want to study in the future.
Okay, because you mentioned that two of your former athletes,
Actually,
and
four
of them
out of
are
the five.
studying
Yes.
in the United States.
Yes.
Which means, Ms. Foy, they
Yes.
took that basketball skill
Yes.
and transferred it into an academic potential. So I'm hoping that you begin to think about that as a good possibility.
Yes.
Now, I want to thank you and Digicel for all the things that you have done for our young men and women. And we hope that Ms. Foy and Ms. Pickering, Mr. Bradley and Mr. Walker will take those experiences and really make them worth your effort. On Speak Your Mind, if you have a question, please feel free to call us. You know the numbers. 300 1949, or you can call us you can text us at 300 1950, and Miss Melville will answer your questions. If you want to wish Miss Pickering and Miss Foy good wishes, you can call and say big up, Miss Foy. You can live with that?
Mm-hmm.
You can live with that?
Yes.
Good. Okay, if you don't take this opportunity to wish these young men and women well, again, we will thank you for paying attention to what we've discussed tonight. I want you to support Digicel so that they can support our young men and women. And we are hoping that, Jason, you will do well. You will make sure that these young, oh, it looks like we have a call. If we have a call, we'll take it. If not, hello? Hello? Hello, good evening. Looks like I inadvertently got rid of you. Okay, hello. Hello. Okay.
Oh, there's that.
Hello. Hello, may I help? Okay, we will be here, and we hope that we can get you the next time you call back. But again, we'd like to thank Digicel for. Okay. Hello. 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 Hello.
Hello, good night. How are you doing?
We're doing very well.
I'm looking at your show, looking at the young people. They're a little shy.
Yes.
But I would like to encourage them. And I just want to congratulate Digicel on the efforts with the youngsters. I think it's a great initiative. So I just want to lend my support to the young ones. They're a little shy, but I'm figuring when they go through the whole experience and get back, they'll have a lot to talk about.
Yeah, we will invite them back after they've had their great experience, and then they'll be filled with stories, and they won't be as shy as they are tonight. Thanks for your call.
Okay, thanks.
Oh, I see. Okay. Well, Natasha has helped us to solve our technical problem. I guess she has to be good for something like this. Well, let me take this opportunity to wish you and your colleagues, you and your teammates well. Enjoy the experience. Keep your ears, eyes, learn. Pay attention to whatever is being given to you. Make friends, and we're hoping that your experience will be the stepping stone to something bigger. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we'll be right back after this word from our sponsors.